Hey, good evening, everyone. What is up? So good to see you. Apple, Sven, PK, Scorp. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful start to your week. We're back again, as per usual, with some more Guild Wars 2 and weeklies of reset, weekly raids of reset. It's a good time. We're starting off with our Griffin farm. We are part way through that, just doing a little bit as we wait on our starting soon screen, making a good amount of progress. But how is everyone going? Hope you're having a good day. Perfect. These are down like clockwork now. Even some of the more difficult ones. So close to another shard there, but that's okay. Oh, I also need to craft a bunch more food tonight. So I might see if we can do that. Because we now have all the gold that we need for our next legendary. We are just entirely limited by all the other currencies. I think I may even have enough Imperial favor. I definitely do if I just buy the precursor. But I might have enough other... the writs. I might have enough writs so that I could simply just consume them and then get the 3500 that I need. I'll have to check. If not, we'll be getting very close. And we still need to go take care of a map completion in the End of Dragons maps as well. I probably won't do lantern runs because they will actually require the meta events to be completed at certain points. Which that might actually be a little bit annoying for me to deal with. Got another one of those. Job done. Just taking a look, see if there's any other rando... Smoldering earth. How much does earth go for now? Concentration force. I think I can't salvage that. Can't. Very sad. Let's double check how much Sigil of Earth goes for. I don't think it's a lot. Sigil of Earth has always been a bit of a cheap one. Yep, it's very cheap. Let's set that aside. Oh, hi Eddie, what's up? He's very curious as to what we're doing. Okay, and double check. This is a character with a slightly cursed inventory. Try and avoid that. Oh, that's not helpful. Hey, I wonder if we can even get gold in this after that. That was definitely a new one. Was not anticipating being near that tornado, but it's fine. That one has like a wide enough window. I swear they must actually account for that tornado being there. Judging by how much room we had left to play. Anything good there? Frailty, frailty, nah. Just a bunch of rando exotic spears. I'm gonna need to make... I feel like probably a few more spears, actually. Certain builds I have, particularly Revenant ones, do actually rock dual spear. And then I have underwater spear as well, so it wouldn't surprise me if I have to make another spear or two. So we already have Clobian, can't do an Aurene one, so that leaves us with Komoholikataki. We'll see how that compares against another Clobian. The good thing about Komoholikataki is it is pretty straightforward for us to make. How does that? That's a warrior that has a random 2 sets of ascended swords. I think I must have set them to vipers, because if it's on warrior, it would be a Condi build. And down we get. Don't clip any of that. I might just need a little bit more height there. There we go. Up we get. And down. Up skidoos to right about there. There should be enough height to clear that railing. Up the stairs. Easy gold. Moralize, how's it going? How's your day been so far? Day's been exceptional so far. It's been a great start to the week for me. What about you? How's your Monday been? Do I have any random things that could be useful? No. Have to see what else we want to buy from the Wizard's Vault, actually. Oh, this one, we've got an extra chest we can open. I think if I actually do a few rounds of fractals, I could probably speed run the spirit shards as well. Especially if I do like fractal CMs and stuff like that. Force, Knight. Knight isn't worth that much. I got Impact there. And I've already used up all of my rando upgrade extractors. I'm probably at the point where I'm not really going to buy any more upgrade extractors to get all this extra loot out. Not extra loot, all these extra sigils out of my weapons. We're starting to deal with smaller amounts of gold. That was a good one there. Did you get a fair bit of rain in Adelaide this weekend? There actually wasn't... There was a ton of rain like across South Australia, but there wasn't, I think, a huge amount in Adelaide. Like there was a bit, but compared to areas more sort of in the north of South Australia where they got like, 100, 120 millimeters of rain, Adelaide got off quite lightly. So overall, the state got a ton. There's certain parts up north where like roads have been washed away. I saw one where literal railroad tracks are completely washed away as well. But most of, I think, metropolitan Adelaide got off pretty easily compared to what they were expecting. So that is good, I guess. First time it's actually rained in months, though. Ah, you're on the limestone coast and you dodged most of it. Ah, nice. Well, I'm glad you dodged most of it, because, yeah, it was looking to be absolutely huge. They were just sort of broadly predicting that, basically every part of the state will get like 100 millimeters of rain over the course of like a day, which is an insane amount. But we definitely avoid the most of it. Also, for like the last few days where we are, it was mostly just a pretty light drizzle. There was like one sort of intense period, but lasted for like 5 minutes. Very good. There. It's going to be fun as well, eventually just yeeting all our exotic weapons. So I'll generally only replace an exotic weapon if I get an ascended weapon to drop. Down we go. Don't clip the wall. So many spirit shards, so little time. We love it. So a few more characters left. We go perfect height. In fact, probably even a bit too much. And Apple, why are you doing all this? Is there good gold in this, or is it alt account shenanigans? No, this is entirely for the spirit shards. Because, yeah, we're hard gated by spirit shards in terms of crafting more legendaries, so for the amount of time this takes, it takes probably about 15 minutes, and we probably get about 15 spirit shards from doing it. You get like a little bit of gold by doing this, because yeah, you get some rares, you get some blues and some greens, but that's not the main reason. It's no mirror farm in terms of gold farming, but primarily for spirit shards. Need to start parking ults for Soto currency, just can't be asked. Oh, I totally feel you. I had to do the exact same when I was doing my obsidian armor. And yeah, I had a bunch of ults just parked in Soto maps at some of the, greater arcane chests, as well as some like really convenient spots where you can just get the currency by jumping into the glowy orbs.
I love watching the skimmers play.
I know. They're so graceful and majestic gliding around.
Character select. So we have 17 characters parked at every single Griffin adventure in the game. And they're all rocking a decent amount of experience boosters. 15 minutes, you could get 15 spirit shards more by switching your grip insurance to go. If only that were the case. But yeah, we're trying to abuse as many methods of spirit shard generation as I can. I'm just sort of holding off on burning through all my fractal currency as well, because I use that to generate a bit of gold passively each time I log in, but getting all my discounted keys. So if I consume it all, that's not hugely helpful for me. But if I have a little bit of a buffer, it works out just fine. How do you get those? Oh, I must have actually done... Yeah, I did Dragonstorm on this character. That's why. But we're working on, should be the Aurine Dagger next. It doesn't really matter which, I'm going to be crafting them all at some point. It's just a matter of trying to figure out what's actually the most useful to me in the immediate term. And I feel like it's daggers. Skedupta, how's it going? Hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for popping in. Up we get. Easy. Once you're comfortable on these, gold is incredibly chill to get. Another shard, we love it. And anything else good? Frailties? Nah, not really worth much. Oh, you're not? I'm really sorry to hear that, but at least you seem jolly enough to be uplifting. Well, I'm glad I can do my part at least, but I hope things feel a bit lighter for you soon, and thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it. Leandra, great to see you. Hope you're having a good one. I think this is our last character we need to do this on, and oh yeah, I like nuke this character's inventory. Now I do have to be a bit careful going through into the main sort of Amnoon town. We always get a big old frame drop when we go through there, because it's usually where people tend to congregate. Raj, welcome in. Thanks for coming along for some raids last night as well. FPS drop. Do I play World vs. World at all? Really only when I need a bunch of Gifts of Battle. It's not my main game mode. But yeah, I know that that area in particular would give me a ton of Spirit Shards. PvP as well would also give me a pretty high amount. Wrong thing. I'm really sorry to hear that. Skedupta, that sounds absolutely horrible. But yeah, I really hope things feel lighter soon. Family dynamics can be tricky. I used to do World vs. World to get those provisions tokens. It's great for those as well. Let's check. So I've now done the Griffin farm. Then we should actually convert some of my Magnetite into gold. I can actually do a little bit of this on alt accounts as well. But yes, be safe 100%. And yeah, hopefully I can give you a place to sort of just chill out and unwind for the evening. Okay, so we can go to this merchant here. So I can actually get all the tomes of knowledge there. That's pretty useful. But I first want to get the 10 mystic coins. Then I want to get a bunch more Mystic Clovers. For this I need more Ectos. So for that, 45, let's consume a bunch of these. Did I not even do that? 22. There we go. Nope, hang on. Ah, it's because I don't have number lock enabled, that's why. Just keep randomly splitting them. Okay. So that one, that, and I think that takes care of it. So we can get 15 of these. You always end up with thousands of Ectos. If only I had your luck, Apple. But I know for a fact that I do not. And Fev, welcome in. Yeah, it's a very tidy inventory right there. I'm quite proud of it. Consume some of those. Get them done and dusted. See, even right there, we've consumed like 500 of our Magnetite. So we actually go through it really quickly. I'm going to have to probably start salvaging a bunch of ascended weapons. Yoink that, yoink that. Pretty good. Some more of those. Okay. Now, let's take a look here. Anything else? I do want to see how I can go with some of our writs. Any other rando currencies? How am I doing in fractal relics? Not a huge amount. Okay, so where are we sitting on shards now? I just consumed a bunch. Okay, so we're on 109. Now let's check in our bank. So we're on 68, and I think it's 38 per End of Dragons Legendary, so we almost have enough Mystic Clovers for 2 End of Dragons Legendary, so that is sweet. That's a good thing to be taken care of. Okay, so now for my next trick, I want to probably have 105 here. Hey, thanks for the watch, Drake RNG. Appreciate you. 25. I'm going to try and keep at least 20 of the writs from each map. Just because I can use them for various conversions, which is quite nice. What do I have actually? 110, so let's get 90. So let's consume all these. So that has now given us enough Imperial Favor for our next Legendary, so we can tick that off. That is a nice win. So I need to regenerate more Magnetite. We're quite low on Volatile Magic as well. And I literally have no testimonies of heroics. I've used them all. Tyrian Defense Seals, they can be converted to gold, but it's not a huge amount there, so it's not really worth my time doing that just yet. Oh, actually, no, I've got testimonies of Castorian heroics here.
We
That's
require more spirit shards.
And thank you so much for the sub, Sufferance. I really appreciate that. Yes, you can join me in my quest for more and more spirit shards. When I pulled up the crafting list for every single Aurine Legendary to see how much it would be, it wasn't the gold that was worrying. I think it was like 20,000 gold or something. That wasn't the problem. It was the insane amount of spirit shards it actually needed. That was the thing that made me deeply uncomfortable. Karma sort of won't be a problem. You can buy spirit shards from fractals. Yeah, that's true. I absolutely can. I've also done that a bit, so I try and keep a bit of a baseline level of fractal currency, because I like to buy my deeply discounted keys each day. Because yeah, I did that same thing on my NA account. I consumed, I think it was like 100,000 of the fractal relics for spirit shards. I have a lot of spirit shards on that account, but then I have to do a bunch of Ender Dragon stuff on that account, so I might do that at some point. I just don't particularly want to do that now. Because yeah, we can... Yeah, I can also get more there. Because yeah, we can buy the Death's Experience Journals, but even there, that only gives us 48, which is still not enough. Whereas I think right now, for the amount that I have, I get more value from doing the discounted keys. A new infinite primers in World vs. World are so broken, by the way. By the time the primer runs out, you have enough badges to use them again. Damn, nice. That's awesome. Alright, 120. Let's just buy 120 fractal encryptions. Fractal encryptions. Let's buy 120. Cool, those will gradually come in. Grab out all these. I know I'll grab one of these as well. Use, pop that there. A bag of fractal relics. Let's see how much of the pristine relics I have to actually do that. That's another thing I have also done. Yeah, I have 0. I did that not too long ago, actually. But yes, you're right on the money. That's the type of thing I should be doing. I also need to generally be doing more fractals. It's just a matter of time of trying to find, yeah, literally the time to do all the content that we want to give ourselves the currencies. Spot on, though. I did exactly that. Going to pick up. Okay, let's check our weekly now. That's almost done. 10 events that can be done with rifts. Convergence or a fractal. That's actually doing a round of fractals, so that's good. So if we squeeze in some fractals tonight, that will also take care of that. Legendary rank enemy should also be done with fractals and raids. Jade, Mech, or Inquest. That can also be done. So if we do rifting in the new maps, that takes care of that, and also the events. Yeah, okay, so first things first, jumping puzzle done. And there we go. And port to friend. Takes us a bit of time to figure out where it is. There we go. Now, Fractal CMs for easy spirit shards is like probably one of the best things I could do. I'm just trying to find like time to do that and do raids as well, because raids are such an important game mode for Magnetite. Well, obviously, it's the only place you get Magnetite, but Magnetite is incredibly useful. Oh, that counts as an event as well. This one I can actually cheese a little bit. What's this character? I know it's an engineer, but why do I have it not parked somewhere? You see everyone running farming for legendaries and maps where you just run about no real intent, and while you soon have 100% Tyrian after that, you'll continue your story ED afterwards. Slow, steady pace forward. It's a great way to do it, it really is. And yeah, the way I tend to go for legendaries is I play the game modes that I enjoy. I'll do, you know, stuff I need to get, you know, currencies I can't get anywhere else, like I'll need to do some Ender Dragons metas and stuff like that. But I'll basically just play the game modes I enjoy, and then get as much gold as I can, buy everything else I actually need. So for me, it's never usually a dedicated farm, it's just me getting as much value from the game modes that I do enjoy. Counts as an event, sweet. Let's just park all the other characters that aren't actually parked here. I don't think this actually gives us any experience, unfortunately. I got an impact one there.
Look at this. So pretty.
Yeah, it doesn't give any experience, but hey, we're getting a little bit more loot from it. And these characters, I do tend to use them. The ones that aren't parked at Griffin Adventures are the ones I actively use, and they're usually the ones that have dedicated raid roles. Like, this character is my Deimos Handkiter. That is the purpose for this character's existence. I've got the Keller and Doomkiter as well. They are also like one of the builds that I have set up that I'm regularly using. And some DPS builds, Boon DPS builds and stuff like that. So we can get daily done. The return to Janthea as well. That should actually be pretty high value because of the Mystic coins that we could get. If I'm able, I'll actually keep an eye on when a convergence is popping, actually, because that will also take care of something. Convergences. 7:30 we get a Mount Balrya one. That I think should actually tick off some Return to Janthea Wild stuff. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that. Will I also forget it? Probably. It's very much on the cards. We're extracting maximum value from all our characters now. Like, oddly enough, even those orbs that we get are actually worth a bit. They're worth like 15 silver a pop, maybe 13 silver. And you sort of just build up a stockpile of them by just running around gathering and playing the game. So usually every few months you can sell off a stack of them. Generates a nice amount of gold. What's this character? This is Engineer by the look.
Refreshing.
One more. Then I think I've actually made use out of every single character on our account, which, given we got 25 characters, is not that bad. Some of these characters, though, could be parked at End of Dragons hero points. I also need to do map completion in the End of Dragons maps. It's also on my list to do. I ordered 120. I do not yet have 120. Glad I added map load info back into this version of Guild Wars 2. It was a bit painful last night playing without it. Complete jumping puzzles, even more experience, love to see it. Okay. Defeat 25 enemies, break a break bar. So for that, let's go do some quick rifting. Almost at the point where I should be getting the legendary. Now, you do not have the right gathering tools. Oh no, you do, actually. Good. I was worried for a moment. Now we'll have to see. Does this character have map completion, the End of Dragons maps? I better take a look. No. You don't? Well, I guess I know what you're doing at some point. Okay, how are we rocking in terms of other experience? Okay, let's check. We are on the quickness version of the build. Got our cute little bumblebee here. Might be able to get credit for this event. We did. There we go, we got that one. Let's double check this build. Customize should be Pather. Oh, we get some extra poultry meat there as well. That's good because this character is actually our chef.
I have returned to find a new side.
Very good. That's done, and then we defeat the Inquest in a bit. Break, there we go. Oof. That's a big old stun. You've got to be careful of that amalgam, apparently. Okay, back up we go. Doing rifts as well is also very, very good for spirit shards. around, generating boons.
I demand that you release me.
Apple is very, very fun to play in open world. Great amount of mobility you have. It's a really good time. Plus, I could also run the Zakharos relic if I want to just giga survivability. I like starting off in Shiro.
Tame the awesome.
Okay, got Jade and Maxa done. Daily done. Very good.
You can never have too much.
I might also just use up a bunch of those quickly. I can go around to the hearts in this map. Insta-complete those. I'm sure that's tied to a bit of AP, plus they'll give us a bunch of rewards, which I may or may not use for something else in the future.
Commander, I've got more tasks for you.
And this tropical crab tonic. There we go, got some rare gear there. So there's 3 in this map.
Buster.
Hey, you've made me look downright rude, I admit. Hope you'll continue doing so, because there's plenty left to get done.
Also gives spirit shards as well, so it's actually also another pretty useful thing that we can do. Another way all our risks get translated to even more spirit shards. Can also do a little bit of gathering up there.
I couldn't help but notice an uptick in revenue during your last shift. Any chance you'd grace Pubton out with your talents a second time?
Please don't break that. Pretty please.
Okay, let's take a look and just see what else we currently have in our bank. Renown? Yeah, here we go. Shipwreck Strand, we've got a lot. Lowland Shore, we've got a bunch. And Starlit Weald, we might as well also do. Yeah, let's just do those while we're here. Else it's just sitting there taking up space.
I feel strong. That's how it's done. That looks valuable.
Okay. 3 in this map as well, and yeah, if we do Lowland Shore, that should also tick off on... Actually, it'll tick off on quite a bit of the Janthia stuff as well. Next one's out here.
Welcome to our camp, Commander. Not much to look at, but this is just the start. We're out here to hunt, tame, and study the wildlife. Unfortunately, there are others with more sinister intentions.
Let's do
You can help us out around the
Lowland
camp.
Shore.
We can help stop the inquest from succeeding.
So my Blishard didn't actually load. I should probably check that. I'll check that in a bit, maybe once we're on our next break. So I don't strictly need Blishard right now. So I think I've done all of those. Like I've done all the tiered things for those, I guess, maybe? I'm not sure that's what that indicates. I haven't done this a lot. This is mostly for the volatile magic, which I can convert into T6 materials. Plus, I can always sell the cabbages. So we got this heart. That one I haven't actually done the Renowned Mastery for yet. I think the next one should be in this region.
Long before you were in sight, she knew you were on your way, even without me calling attention to you. Growing obvious now how the time spent nurturing her has been repaid.
Okay.
First by earning her
So
trust.
now we can actually do a bunch else. Oh, I think I can actually stop recording. Nice. Few things. So bonus events here. Return to Janthir. Complete Renown Hearth. That just gives us Karma. Complete 10 events on Lowland Shore. So we do have 5 rifts that will take care of that. Very welcome in, and yeah, that's right, just exploring is absolutely a valid intent, 100%. It's whatever you find the most enjoyment from. How you been, Fermi? Hope you're having a good day. And busy morning for you, Svanir Shaman Weekly. Straight into Leyline Normally, straight into chat Garrett. Not bad. That is a pretty profitable route. Get us out of combat. Bound, welcome in. Doing weeklies as well. Yeah, mix of that and a bunch of the Return to stuff for Janthia Wilds. How are you going? And yeah, full clear again for raids. Yes, it's a wonderful time of the week. Looking forward to doing some raids a little bit later. I want to see if I can get some fractals done as well, because that will actually be very useful in terms of spirit shards and honestly gold for me as well. And rifts as well. I can convert rift essence into Imperial Favor, which also helps in our End of Dragons legendary journey. Always port back to this waypoint. And you can just griffin to whatever the next one is. Alex can welcome in your legendary journeys that you can't afford them. It takes just a bit of time. We all start off not being able to afford them. But eventually save up, do enough things, and then we're in a position to afford them. You go to sort of Garn Leadclaw or something in the Wizard's Tower, and one of his tabs there will allow you to convert Rift Essence into a bunch of other currencies, Imperial Favor being one of them. Mystic Coin, love it. Oop. Ouch. Did not think that one through. That's right, we've salvaged it. Yeah, it's really, really easy to convert them. Just want to get to full legendary this year. That is a wonderful goal to go towards as well. And yeah, that's sort of what I'm aiming for. We don't so much have a timeline on it yet, but you know, end of the year would absolutely be wild. But yeah, we're just working on legendary weapons. We're full legendary and everything else, except legendary weapons. Break. So we do one more in this map. Just runes and sigil, and you're at only legendary weapons left too. Then again, saying only runes and sigils, like that's not a lot already. That's very true. Honestly, any legendary, it's actually a lot. You know, we do sort of like lose perspective of how much a legendary is for a, you know, typical player. And especially the more experience you get in the game, there's a lot of just sort of efficiencies you get because you sort of realize how much everything you do can get tied into more legendaries. Like I know me doing raids means I can buy mystic clovers and mystic coins with Magnetite. I can also buy tomes of knowledge, which is more spirit shards, all of which feed into more legendaries. Let alone all the gold that you make as well. And as well, when you start getting more and more legendaries, your cost to gear up a new build drastically reduces. So the more legendaries you have, the less gold you actually tend to spend, so you have more gold free to spend on legendaries. Afaro, what's up? Great to see you, mate. How you been? Are you close to Conflux? 500 mystic coins is just not happening anytime soon. Yeah, 500 mystic coins is a lot. It really is. That. So, bunch of currency there, not bad at all. Let's go into here. Doing the medium raid armor right now, so if all armors after that, got half the weapons you think you do relic after, which seems like it's just a money sink and that's it. Yeah, the relic is just a straight up money sink, that's really all it is. It's not a particularly interesting one, it's just massive gold sink. Not even sure how much it is to craft a legendary relic now. I think, is that almost everything? Nah, still got 45. Am I at the top of the list? Nope. Gotta fix that, 45. Yep, go up here. 45, because that gets turned into more gold. Wait for all those to roll on in. I'll grab all these as well. Tidy that up. So 2.2k. Oof. Sounds about right from what I remember it being. It's a lot. It really is. Masterworks. We're almost capping out on loosened moats again as well. So get another weekly done. I think I should maybe have enough to buy the legendary starter kit, although I don't think that's necessarily the best use of my astral acclaim yet. Although we're really at the point where we've gotten everything that's pretty useful. What's that? Shoulder, okay. Got the bracelets. There's the license quest, that could be fun to do. Then there's keys. Always keys. Okay, now in terms of where we're at, picking up convergence after could be high value. Yeah, I knew that would summon you, Faro. But also, I'm going to take a quick break, go stretch our legs. We've been going for about an hour now, so everyone sit tight, I'll be back shortly. I get asked all the time on my streams, Josh, should I play Guild Wars 2? To which I always say yes, and there are so many reasons why you should. So today, we're going to go through the reasons why you should be playing Guild Wars 2. Welcome back, everyone. I've been playing Guild Wars 2 for 11 years. I've got multiple accounts and easily 10,000 hours between them. So today, we're going to chat about why I play Guild Wars 2 and why you should do it as well. Number 1, the combat system. The combat system in Guild Wars 2 is easily the main reason I played this game for 11 years. It's fast, fluid, and each class feels unique and has their own rewarding playstyle. So if you ever get bored of one class, you can just swap to another for an entirely different experience. Unlike a lot of other MMOs, which show you dozens of skills at any point, Guild Wars 2 typically only shows you 5 weapon skills and 5 utility skills at a time. with the ability to swap weapons for an entirely new set of skills at the click of a button. This lets you focus more on the actual combat in front of you, rather than having to read the UI or tooltips. Almost everything about the combat system in this game gives you the chance to react to avoid damage or regain control of your character. All classes have access to stun breaks, so you don't have to worry about your character being stun locked from every attack. You'll always have access to dodges and skills with evade frames, so with perfect timing, you can simply avoid damage entirely. This leads to each class in the game being fun by itself and not needing to rely on a healer or tank to take care of them. Movement is insanely important in Guild Wars 2 as well. Positioning your character correctly can let you avoid attacks entirely. High damaging attacks are telegraphed, so you have time to either dodge or sidestep them. You can even use specific skills to move or teleport around the battlefield, so you can be standing exactly where you should be. Not only that, but the build system of the game gives you the flexibility to change how your class plays at any point. Your traits, which give you a whole range of passive and active effects while you're in combat, can be changed at any point while you're not in combat. You even have access to elite specializations to drastically change the playstyle of your class, like turning your stealth-focused, close-range thief into a long-range sniper rifle-wielding Deadeye, or turning your staff-wielding elementalist into a catalyst that crushes enemies with a hammer. All this freedom and customization means that no matter what class you play, there's going to be a playstyle for you. Number 2, buy once, own it forever. So many apps, streaming services, or programs all have a monthly sub fee these days. These systems either force you to keep using them so you don't feel like you're wasting your money, or just hope that you forget to cancel your sub and still get charged each month for the content that you're not using. Guild Wars 2 though has what is objectively the best monetization model out there. You buy it, you own it. Outside of your initial purchase and any expansions that come out, there is no need for you to spend a single cent on the game. Even the premium in-game currency gems, which can be bought for real money, can also be converted from in-game gold at what is honestly a fairly reasonable price. Anything you can buy from the gem store in no way gives you an advantage over other players. So no pay to win woes here. Everything in the gem store is either cosmetic or useful in terms of quality of life, like extra character slots, bank expansions, bag slots, and persistent items you can buy from vendors like salvage kits. The fact that this game has one of the fairest monetization models out there is another reason that I've stuck with this game for so long. Number 3, no gear grind. Ascended gear was gradually introduced into the game back in 2012 and 2013, and it has been the best in slot gear ever since. I've taken multiple breaks from the game over the years, and each time I come back, I don't need to worry about needing to grind out the latest and greatest best in slot gear. There are so many different ways to obtain Ascended gear, all across the different game modes, so you can get it by playing the content that you enjoy the most. But this doesn't mean that there aren't any long-term goals to work toward. Most of the long-term goals in the game involve unlocking different weapons and armor skins so you can customize your characters to your heart's content. Or you can unlock quality of life items that make your life just a little bit easier, like permanent gathering tools and salvage kits, account-wide upgrades like extra bank space and material storage, or legendary weapons and armor. Even the long-term goal that is legendary gear still has the same total stats as Ascended gear, so you never have to worry about having a lower power level than someone who has played this game since launch. The only difference is that you can swap the stats on your legendary gear whenever you want and swap out upgrades whenever you please. Combine this with the legendary armory that was released 2 years ago, and any piece of legendary gear you make, you can use it on any of your characters at the same time. And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. There we go. Looks like our Bliss HUD's actually working. Just had to, for some reason, like restart Guild Wars 2. Do not know why. Let's go grab... those still aren't there just yet. Okay, let's take a look at what the dailies are. Daily raid bounties. QTP, Matthias, Sabir. Okay. Bounty. Missing Claw. They could be pretty good ones to get done. Okay. Let's not do, just do a wing 7. Oh, I don't actually need Adicam on. Should we do a wing 7? The wing 2. And voice and claw. Okay. Let's start forming up for that. Finally got the 300 provision tokens for your legendary armor. Hell yeah, that's fantastic. Congratulations. Okay, let's do wing 7 full clear. Full clear minus gate. Boon heal. Welcome in, Afaro. Boon DPS pylon. State roll. You go Q DPS. Excellent. And Apple, welcome in. Yes. We are on EU, so let's make sure you're on that, but that would be great. Got a boon heal. Narrow. Baum's in, hell yeah. Now remove, okay. /D. Okay, so in love. Okay, so heal Tempest. So TY. Go Q DPS banner. Or Baum. Let's go Baum. Yeah, so join up on me on EU Apple. I need some pylons now. I prefer not to pylon today because I want to get footage for Power Conduit. So I finished off the script for that today, so my plan is to record the actual voiceover for that after stream. Got all our boons sorted though, so we're set on that front. Go a heal. Narrow. There we go. One. Yep, cool. Ours is still top of the list. There's not really too much else I can do to generate gold right now. We'll see. Sure, there we go. Alright, to squad. There we go. /D. So Edgar is a pylon. I need to get this off the LFG. So I need one more. Just need one more pylon. It's just IGN. Yeah, so just join on me. Come as like pylon or DPS. I just need one more pylon, but another DPS also works. Because nowadays I just move this account between NA and EU as I need. Getting a bit of a hair trigger on this as soon as I see it go to 9 of 10.
Become of the Empire in my absence. They say Cantha expelled all non-humans and closed its borders long ago.
Apple, nice. Get on in. And yeah, let me know what role you want. What's that? Go either DPS or pylon. There, we got all our boons sorted. And so now I just need a pylon. That should be a pylon. Yep. Didn't think so. That's alright. That's why I split everyone into subs now, so I can actually keep track of who's joining. Let's see. Zarek and Pylon. I see an NG. Let's see. Welcome. Perfect. There we go. Let's start blasting. Yep. There we go. Oh, fire, thanks for standing desk. Oh, sweet, this one's emboldened. Okay, where are we going?
You tread upon Adashim's sacred soil? You, who are lower even than the lowest of jinn.
There we go. What was your biggest ever win in Ecto Gambler? I don't know, actually, because I've done so few Ecto Gambling over the course of my Guild Wars 2 career. It's not particularly high, though.
What he destroys, I shall rebuild.
Okay, there we go. Grab some of that. And then... let's grab some of this. Use, there we go. Okay, so Alt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pillars on markers. Yeah, leave it on. Good question. What would you recommend you get from the gem store? Welcome in. It's a great question. Things I would recommend the most would be the... I'll actually start recording here because I need this footage later. Will be the permanent salvage kits. They're all good value. Recharging teleport to friend is also fantastic. Shared inventory slots are good. Extra character templates also really good value. Because yeah, having one of each character is really, having one of each class is really, really good. But the permanent salvage kits, a set of infinite gathering tools, also really good as well. But yeah, the salvage kits and gathering tools I think would probably be my first purchase. Okay.
Come then. You won't live to see Kadim's dominion. Or mine.
See, that's the thing. We just... doesn't matter if we have scuffed pylons. We just out DPS the pylons. Bounce. 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 Ooh, don't get too close to that. Okay, you have the cop one, Mistlock and Friends teleporter. Great. I'm wondering if any living world is worth it. Oh yeah, get all the living world as well when you're able. It's just extra story content, gameplay content for Guild Wars 2. So that's also like fantastic value to get. So ideally you want to get all the living world at the end of the day. Bounce. Nice and clean. Really itchy nose there. I love how everyone's just really trying not to get the pylons. Nice.
Stop being evasive. My guys kill
Sultan, welcome in. And it's such a funny thing how it's called Living World despite the whole Living World thing we did a long time ago. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the living part of Living World was bad. Yeah, I'm glad they got rid of that. The temporary content that was put in place for Living World Season 1, cool, that was definitely a choice.
You're supposed to protect the air gin, not help Kadim bring Adashim down around their ears.
Oh, what profession is Edgar? They are Dragon Hunter.
Buster.
Don't get too close. There we go. GG if. There we go. Yeah, I think Living World could actually do with a bit of a name change as well. That's a good point. We'll get the ready check. Alt 9, clear markers. Start recording for my records.
When I can acquiesce to the inevitable and survive.
Be restored.
I demand that you release me.
That super speed is very nice.
Why attack me for having the intellect and foresight to keep my position with others?
Surprised I didn't actually get one of those. I should have used one of my other skills to actually move there. There we go. I think I had snap target on. I shouldn't have had snap target on. Snap target just sent me right into that. Yeah. Let's keep an eye on this. I got to actually coordinate this. Still entirely doable. Keep an eye on Kadeem. I'll get ready to type now. This one pushes people back, so I can just do that whenever. Doesn't matter. %, 2, 1, nice.
Your champions did well. Their tactics.
Pylon, Kiter's switch.
I knew it! The pylon, the fountain, you, the cardinals, it's all connected to the ley line. And to Kadeem! I've made you...
You tamper with energies you do not
I
understand.
love the fact you can just skip gate now. It's so nice.
Here, use this flux disruptor on the pylons. It'll break Kadeem's connection to them.
I will not see Jin weaknesses exploited by you inside our own home. The fate of Jin is not for outsiders to determine.
We're ready to do whatever it takes to defeat Kadeem and save all the Jinn. Are you?
Our power is only meant to be handled by Jin. But I can dampen the effects on you using the well of Arashid.
Could we reconfigure the well to reverse the flow and drain Kadeem of power?
As long as his stolen power channels to you,
Too fully as
I'll ensure the
well.
infection won't spread beyond Arashid.
I don't know. Why do we want to turn that off? Doesn't really matter.
What happens if the key gets all that power and we have another Kadim on our hands?
First, let's handle the villain we know. We'll deal with whatever comes after.
You're definitely bigger and uglier than you were at the Mystic Forge.
That's Kadim?
But you still won't win.
What the flux has he become?
Okay, so let's go place all our markers. Alt 1, 2, 3, 4.
You are an abomination.
Alt 5. Yeah. First fires to the left, second to the right. Okay. I'm just getting a package, that's all good. It's good, I don't actually have to tank or pile car. I can just straight DPS now, which is good. Let's just nom some of that again. Are they moving yet? Not yet. Presume they will. Wait for them to do their thing. Back to encryptions, I need another 10. Capped out on Mithril again. So I should probably actually start using that to generate research notes. Yeah, I might do that at some point. Saves me selling it. Shame I don't have a permanent crafting station. I could do that right now. But alas, no. I don't think I have any trading post contracts on me, do I? I think I use them all. How much is the permanent trading post one? That would be nice. That'd be a nice bit of quality of life. $2.5k. I wonder why they nerfed the research notes from stat change ascended stuff. I wager it's probably because they want research notes to basically be a way to rip materials and subsequently gold out of the economy. A bit of a gold and material sink, or at least to give a bunch of other lower tier, lesser used materials value. Whereas yeah, if you were able to bypass that with Ascended, which you can't meaningfully turn into any other materials, it defeats the purpose of it. So I think that's why. And yeah, PK agrees. We'll cancel the ready check. See if we can get them back in. And did they have that big of an impact? I don't know how big of an impact they would have had, but I guess especially for more experienced players who, for them, like Ascended gear really isn't much different from just trash loot, then I guess they never really have a need to actually touch the main research node crafting. The quickly more people have, more chance of dropping standard stuff. True. That's very true. And it was worth doing. It was a very cheap way to get a... Oh, stop relogging. Friends, just stop relogging and just stay in the instance so we can go. It's a bit like the old... One person takes a toilet break, they take a few minutes, another person's like, oh, I'll take a toilet break as well, and you just have a never-ending domino of toilet breaks. Like, no. Stay through the wing, then you take a break. Okay. It's fine. Hey, thank you so much, Terry, for the sub, mate. Enjoy no more ads and your wonderful ad emotes. Get ready for first fires. There we go. Basically causes a giant problem. CC. There we go. And Sudden, thank you so much for the follow as well. I really appreciate that.
returned to fight at your side.
Part of the volcano.
I would have pulled us into the light.
We want to
Since you looked up my power, I'm a taste.
There we go.
I demand that you release me.
Okay. Nice.
You never have too much treasure.
I was in some deep trouble there.
Yeah, dungeons absolutely got superseded by fractals. And yeah, if you're doing Dungeon Rush, it's always good value. But yeah, dungeons are also, they're quite good for gold if you actually do them quickly and efficiently.
Leads deeper into the complex. The missing squad
Wing
leader is somewhere
2
inside,
full clear now.
along with whatever else the bandits are guarding.
Set Alf, what's up? Wonderful to see you.
Anything that might lead us in the right direction. Tell us more about our enemy.
They spent the 2 weeks before the balance patch practicing written conduit. To be frank, you knew they would be nerfed at some point, but kind of unlucky. Yeah, it is unlucky timing, but honestly, they did a really, really good job, I think, with nerfing conduit. Its regular DPS builds are still, like, they're honestly in just a really nice point for DPS, like they're sitting around sort of 45, 46k. You still have the rather complicated to play Scepter Sword Greatsword build at 50k, but I don't think many people are going to be playing that. Whereas, yeah, the sword camping one's at 45. The Greatsword, sword one's at 46. It's still, like, really good. Yeah, the 51k still BS. Yeah, it depends how many people play it, I guess. Not many people, I imagine, will actually be playing that one, because there's a lot more work to pull that off. And Docs, welcome in. You knew this game, don't know what's going on in this game. Well, right now we are doing raids, some of the endgame PvE content. For a good thing the rotation's not saying, oh yeah, I took a quick look at that because I finished off the script for the power conduit guide today, and I took a quick look at it. I'm like, I should actually take a look at it and see if I would recommend it to people, and very quickly I just went, no. And don't try and learn everything at the same time. That is very, very true. But yeah, we are doing endgame content right now. As this is going to be the first boss of the second raid wing, the giant sloth. Okay, let's start recording. Also, I really love the GPU screen recorder utility on Linux. As a veteran player, 50k benchmark sounds crazy to you. Yeah, there's a few classes that are sitting around there. But honestly, a lot of those aren't actually played all that much. The simpler to play build for Power Conduit sitting at 51k was absolutely cracked. But that one they just got brought down to like 45, so it's still really good. It's just as good as everything else.
What's happening?
I think you made it mad. At us.
And stability. And stability. Oof. Up we get. Oh boy. It's a perpetual CC. Go on, more CC. Got him. Nice. And Grix, what's the best way to spend Magnetite shards if you don't need ascended gears? Getting yourself the Mystic Clovers each week is really, really good. Getting the Mystic Coins is also good each week. A few weeks of that, you'll probably burn through your stash quite quickly. And Bada, thank you for the follow as well. Cameto, welcome, and did you miss your chance to ask for a training run, Envoy run you need in EU? What one do you need again? Was it a Wing 2? Particularly a Matthias? Because if needed, especially if it's just a Matthias, I can always just run that one again after we're done. And there's also the chest that's 1000 Magnetite where you can get the, what do you call it? Save that recording, there we go. Where you can get infusions.
Here they come.
But you're on work till 4 PM. Okay, so how long is that until you're done with work? 2 up, 3 down. But you're on work until then. Okay, as in like, are you ready for it now, or ready for in 5 or so hours. Sounds like a Sunday mission. Yeah, it might be. 2 up, 3 down. I am up. Like, if you're available now, we can make it work. But I won't be on in that many hours. What's the skin of that colourful sword? That is the Aurene Legendary Sword. Unfortunately, only in 6 hours. Oh, okay. In that case, it may have to be a Sunday thing then. But thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. Let's pop these down here. I have to check if my schedule's up to date, actually. I feel like it should be. It should be reasonably up to date. So that's a spot for some kegs. Just put them all down here. Much easier just to have them on the floor. And yeah, I'll definitely talk through everything that I'm doing as well. Right now, we're just stacking up the oil kegs around there because they are needed for the 3rd boss. And now we're waiting until 6:50 on the clock. That's when the first boss is going to spawn, who we're just going to blast right here. Oh, in terms of the other colourful sword that I'm rocking, it might actually be the Blood Flame sword as well, Crix. Which you can get for Black Lion statuettes, I believe. But here on this one, you just grab a beehive and throw it on there. First boss down. Now we just kill mobs in the meantime. How do people know what fractals are coming under the week? As in, which ones are the dailies? In which case you can go to dailies, daily fractals, and then it will tell you which ones to do for your dailies. There'll also be a particular icon next to them. I think the rotation is fixed like daily raids. Oh, is the raid one fixed? I thought it might have been random. And let's check. Cool, I'm on the right set, and that's nice. I got robbed of a banger daily combination yesterday. Oh, what was that? And yeah, I don't know how we necessarily know which ones are coming up next.
I demand that you release me.
There might be like a pattern to it, in which case the wiki would probably say. Oh, yes, there would have been Emo, Deimos, Greer, and Keller. Oof, that sounds... I mean, I quite enjoy that, but I imagine the vast majority of people wouldn't. Amora, welcome in, great to see you. Yes, on the wiki, excellent. Wiki answers all questions then. How you going, Amora? It's wonderful to see you, as per usual. For this boss, we open up some of the wargs, because if they latch onto the boss, they do a bunch of damage to it. If they don't, they keep all the other mobs occupied.
I have returned to fight at your side.
And we just blast it. I'm going very well, thanks, Amora. I'm bad again, though, waking up with your marriage problems. It's a very specific problem. And right now, to deal with the mortars, a lot of classes can do this. I find it easiest to do it on a Revenant. I just stand near it and pop Jade Winds. Done. And now I go back. It was good to see you, Bat. I hope you're having a great day. I'm just going to kill some mobs up here in the meantime. Bandit Trio is basically free. There's really not too much that goes on with it now. So I'm just going to take my time, kill some of these. I'll have another round of mortars to deal with in a bit before the next boss. A prompt comes up on the screen, so you're never really left wondering. You have ample time to go get them. But yeah, so we're just nuking as many of those as we can. Do some stuff in the meantime. Mortars are coming up. I'm just going to go get another bomb, chuck it here. Now this will be the last round of bombs that I'll need to deal with. Another reason why I like it. I like Revenant for this. Wait till that pops up. Jade wins. There we go. All done. Now that's the last thing I'll really need to deal with. Here you usually have a healer throw these oil kegs directly onto the boss. Here you just try and avoid the fires if you can. Doesn't really matter too much in the scheme of things. There we go. That's it. People sometimes GG there, people sometimes don't. Depends on how many people may have died. There's a little chest up here you can get for a bit of extra loot. Next bit, we just need to kill a bunch of mobs. That is it. Oh, and I'm stuck. Nope, I'm unstuck. Cool, we've got some peats with Wall of Reflection now. This next fight you need Reflect, so Guardians and Mesmers, you really sort of need at least one in the group for this account to work. There are other things that can do it as well, but they're like really cursed. Really you need a Feedback or Wall of Reflection or the Guardian Tome 3 skill. So we're just going to run through, blitz some mobs, nothing too much to say here. As you can see, we have to cull remaining bandits in the ruins, so it's just a counter there, kill them all. And there's a route that people follow, you'll just pick it up over time. Is exotic gear okay in World vs. World? Yeah, exotic gear will just be totally fine in World vs. World, especially to get you started. You'll want to upgrade to Ascended after, a while as it comes in, but yeah, you can start in World vs. World with exotic gear just fine. I don't have a fixed raid group for the weekly runs, do you? Not for the full ones. On Wednesdays we do NA, where we have some fixed members, and we usually backfill with pugs. And on Mondays, it's sort of just first come, first serve, whoever is watching stream or finds us in the LFG. So this boss, you need Reflex. And I'll explain it in a moment. So I'll sort of narrate things as we go. Yeah, walk around with the confidence of a Ascended Gear player, yes. Just power strut through World vs. World. See, they need to reflect when that bubble goes up to reflect projectiles at him. Try and avoid the Hadouken attack there, it really hurts. You want to CC someone when they get sacrificed in the middle there. Reflect bubble goes up again. That's a little bit delayed. But we got it. When you get that AoE around your feet, you want to run to a clear fountain. And when you get the special action key, you want to place it somewhere near the wall, not on a fountain or on the group. I'm going to CC there. Here, when you get that mechanic, you want to spread. There you go, bubbles back up. So you just wait, you can't do damage until it's done. Power res there if we can. That's presumably one of our reflects. Dodge that. And here, just avoid the spirits as they come in. Get that orange AoE. Run to a fountain. So having some movement skills here are very helpful. Spread there. I'm going to stability that. Or in my case, not. I did do stability, but it strips so many stacks of stability that it kind of doesn't do anything. Nice. Daily voice next.
That looks valuable.
Okay. Select new. Let's go daily voice. Okay, so I think that was an A heal by the looks. Yeah. Don't hang on.
Concentration.
Daily voice. I just need an A heal. Yeah, let's go again. Just another A heal. I can't be bothered figuring it out. I presume we have A heals now.
Raven told me.
Not like this one's going to require much of us.
Focused. Concentration.
Let's try and recall the max. There we go. TY. Excellent. Zez, what's up, mate?
Never have too much treasure.
Excellent. Good job there, team. We'll see if we do some more in a bit. We're going to take a break, though. We'll process some of this. Very nice. We blitzed that. A little bit of waiting to get some stuff done, but yeah, everything was like an easy one pull, which was great. Okay, let's go process a bunch of our other loot. Up in here. Much more power conduit footage, which is great. Some of that. Hang on, did I get overbid? I did. Screw it, I'm just going to buy 10 outright. Just so I can, like, be done. Because I've, like, done that a couple times now, and I am tired of waiting for that. So now, let's consume all these.
You can never have too much treasure.
Was it everything? So 831 now. Wrong one. 831 up to 884. Very good. Gold is coming in hot. Let's add some of those to the bank. Dump these in here. Now let's just sell all these. Had a really funny bug the other day while installing Guild Wars 2 on Linux. Remember, tried to move your camera, it instantly snapped to looking straight up. You can only play while looking at your character's chin. Oh, that's really weird. That's really strange. It's hard as well, I find, particularly for Guild Wars 2, because, you know, it is very much a niche game with it being an MMO. So when you get quirks like that, it's really hard to find fixes for them. I did get fixed after the game finished installing every file. That's really strange. And at least in my experience, I've found a lot of bugs being really difficult to reproduce. Thank you for the hydrate, Faro. Like when I was messing around on Fedora and I had the issue where whenever I would have the launcher up, it would reduce my entire desktop, every single display, down to like 6 FPS. Only when the launcher was up, but like the OBS capture would also be 6 FPS. Don't know why. Could not be bothered fixing it.
Threshold achieved.
So we simply went back to Nobara and moved on with our day.
You can never have too much treasure.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
I'll tell this to get updated now. Refresh all my accounts. There we go. Okay. Decoration. As a program, we confirm that code is magic. We made rocks think and do stuff for us, and many times we don't know the consequences of our actions. Oh, I love that. Let's go over to this toon here. Who's an artificer who can craft... No, I need a jeweler. Yeah, yesterday God and I knew how this code worked. Today, only God knows. Like, I found that as well when I was at university, because I did, like, computer science as well at uni, and did, like, a bunch of programming as a part of that. The number of times where it would just be like, just a stereotypical mean of my code isn't working and I don't know why, and now my code is working and I don't know why. That was my life for a while. And Crow, thank you for the follow. Master Dungeon bug fix patch QTP now forcibly moves camera or character in camera direction when magma drop starts. Yep. There's been instances of that in the past where they have actually fixed stuff in dungeons that's just broken, like something. Yeah, the magical self-fixing code, yep. Was that like actually a thing? In which case, amazing. Let's refine all those. Awesome, we're going to take a quick break and go stretch our legs while this is doing its thing, so we'll catch everyone in a bit. Sit tight. If you are looking for the best way to manage your Guild Wars 2 add-ons, then I've got you covered. Today I'm going to walk you through how I easily stay on top of all of my Guild Wars 2 add-ons with the incredible Nexus add-on manager. Let's dive in. Now, first things first, to download Nexus, you're going to head over to raidcore.gg and simply download the installer from here. Now, depending on your browser, you may get a security pop-up, but it's fine. Just work your way through the prompts and you're going to be good to go. Now, you can simply open up the installer and work through the prompts. Now, we can see right here, Windows has given us the warning, but it's okay. We can just run it anyway. We do not need to worry about it. Now, it's found where our Guild Wars 2 installation is, so we simply need to install Nexus. Or in my case, because I already had Guild Wars 2 open, make sure you have it closed and then try and run the installer. And just like that, we've gone and downloaded Nexus. You can see here we have the D3, D11 file sitting in our Guild Wars 2 folder. So that is all we need to do to install Nexus for the time being. We can simply quit out of that, then open up Guild Wars 2. Now let's jump into Guild Wars 2 and let's continue configuring Nexus. Beautiful. Now as soon as we're in Guild Wars 2, you can simply click agree to the prompt and we are in Nexus and we are ready to get started. Now I'll just close out of this for the time being. Now for the reasons why I love Nexus, first up, it is incredibly easy to install. It's just a few button presses. We don't need to manually install any DLL files. It's incredibly easy, just a few clicks and we are there. Another one of the incredibly powerful things about Nexus is the fact that it can auto update as well as disable and manage all of your add-ons. Now this is very important for me because I stream every Monday, Wednesday and Sunday over on Twitch, and for me here in Australia, Wednesday is when the Guild Wars 2 patch will normally land. Now when a big patch lands, it's quite likely that Arc DPS is going to break and I'm going to be left scrambling to fix it just before I go live. Now once you install an add-on, if there is a big patch that will break an add-on or cause it to crash your game, Nexus will go through and automatically disable it. So rather than me having to go into my game files and remove my Arc DPS file until a patch has been released, Nexus will take care of it for me. Now my life is made drastically easier by that and I do not have to debug Arc DPS whenever I'm going live. And plus it will give you a notification saying that that add-on has been disabled and you can then go through and re-enable it at your leisure if it turns out it actually didn't break the game. But rather than instantly crashing your game, this means you can dive right in, which is great.
Looks great!
Now let's quickly jump into the game for a change of scenery. Beautiful, that's much better. Now you'll see there's a little Nexus icon at the top of your screen, so we can just click on that and start configuring. Now we'll simply start in the add-ons tab first, and if we go over to library, because you can see we have nothing installed at the moment, we have a huge list of add-ons that we can go through and install. Now I always say Guild Wars 2 is the MMO for people without a huge amount of free time, so being able to simply browse all of these add-ons here without having to scour Reddit posts and GitHub pages, this is an absolute lifesaver. Now take the time to have a bit of a browse through here, see what interests you, but I'm going to walk you through the main add-ons that I use day to day. Now first up, I'm going to install Arc DPS, and we are done. If we come back over to the install tab, we can see that Arc DPS is sitting here. If we just click load, beautiful. Now we just have the prompt saying Arc DPS will be loaded after we restart the game. So once we're ready to go through and configure this more, we'll exit out of Guild Wars 2, come back in and get everything set up just how we like it. But for now, let's add in a few more. Now personally, I think Arc DPS is one of the most important add-ons you can install in Guild Wars 2, and I have an entirely separate video on my channel where you can go through and see how to install it manually if you prefer. But trust me, being able to see your DPS, how much you're contributing to the group, as well as that of your teammates to see how you're stacking up, is incredibly useful information. So I highly recommend you install Arc DPS. It is absolutely game changing. Now another one I really like is the radial menus add-on. Now this is going to add in a circular pop-up menu to control my mounts, which is very handy, especially because there are 9 mounts in Guild Wars 2 nowadays. So setting reasonable keybinds for that can be a little bit annoying. Now personally, I have my mount set to my number pad on the side of my keyboard. Right, what's up team? We are back. Okay, so let's craft. We're just going to do some mithril earrings. So I think I need to do 148 of these, so I can turn these into research notes. Because I will need these for a bunch of Ender Dragon's legendary weapons, so we may as well, while we're capped out on mithril, actually use these to, you know, do some stuff. pick up.
Was that supposed to say?
Yeah, gold's coming up. They're approaching 1,000 gold again. We're done with Imperial Favor for our next weapon. I'm going to have to do some World versus World at some point for more Gifts of Battle. Unsure how much I have as of now. I think I've got... yeah, I've got 2 Gifts of Battle. Which other things we should get rid of? Luck I'll need to refine a bit more of. I've got enough for 1, but we are running out of stuff for another. Okay. So close, then here. How are we doing on Magnetite now? 600, yeah, it really takes a bit to build up a good amount of Magnetite, actually. Wouldn't mind getting up a Keller run done at some point. We do also need to get... where are we at? I'll check, actually. Aurine's Claw, let's take a look. Use my own mats, particularly for spirit shards, because that will sort of tell me kind of what content I should be doing in the meantime. Salvage all. 677 gold, that's gone up a bit. Still 123 spirit shards. So it actually hasn't changed. Cool, that takes care of all that. Now, actually, this character needs to be reparked. Or else it will miss out on our daily Griffin run. Okay, let's go just dump all that. There we go. Park this character back in Jahai. Excellent. Let's go back to our Rev. See, I've been loving playing Power Conduit lately. Even after the nerf, it's still insanely good. Super easy to play as well. Okay, let's take a look on the LFG to see if there's something I can do without needing to command. No. Okay, so the next step, might as well actually reset this. Let's get our agony up. Cool. You now have a good amount of agony resistance. Let's check on this set. Yep, you have ample. Slash P DPS. I think they just need DPS, which is actually good because I need to do more footage for this. And let's go here. G. Need to craft some more food as well, also on my list.
Peruse my supply golems. They should have anything you require.
Okay, and this.
much research to pursue, so much data to acquire.
It's taking so long to ready up. Bruh, let's go. Go, go, go. Nice low ping there. That's nice. Epoch sword, what does that look like? Not bad. Oh, there we go. Nice. Well, thank you so much, Jess, for dinner. It's absolutely wonderful. A great dinner of dumplings and salad. Thank you so much for that. So we get challenge mode. Start recording. Oh, save that entire thing. I didn't want that. Oh well, I'm gonna have to like trim down some of the footage.
I'm picking up a massive Elder Dragon energy signature. It's not real, but I developed my sense of that.
Don't leave her behind. She cried out for you, but her voice was so faint. Even
It smells amazing. Thank you, Jess.
There's a high concentration magic barrier here. Looks like the only way through is... One of you will have to sacrifice that protected energy. That'll leave you vulnerable, so...
And this one's over. Ah, screw it, I won't bother.
why not surrender it all? As she did. Find peace with us. As she
And I'll interact with that one.
In a real place, but it's not quite right. Incomplete, or half remembered. That's it. There's a small buckle of someone here, and this is their perspective. Must be their role. So try to let them speak through. You might get some
Yeah, burst damage on this is honestly fantastic. Let's go, just CC that. There we go. This is a bit of a hell sponge.
make for the
Grab
blast.
that.
If only one reaches the others, enough it will be.
Don't poison your bearkin against me.
Get out of that damage.
Your rage, your fear. I've
Run, 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 run,
my
run.
own family, my brother, all lost.
Got one down. Try and eat these attacks for him.
Bring your people to me instead of driving them away. We can build a world without loss.
And bam, welcome in. Yes, I can explain what we are doing with this Fractal Boss's CMs. So initial part, just slap a bunch of damage on it. Kind of ignore that attack. See this one, you got to pay attention to whether the arrows want you to go up or down. See, these ones want to go up. Excellent. And now the next one, we're going to want to stay down. So we're going to want to avoid being in the AoE the next time that big pulsing attack pops up. And if you get targeted by that, I don't know, pulsing damage attack, just try and move off the group. So our first attack like that was up. Our next one is going to be down. See? We want to be out of those AoE, so we want to stay down. Else we just get instantly defeated. Break the bar. So now this one we're going to want to go up. So we go up into the AoE. Now because that one was up, the next one is going to be down. So whoever's targeted by that, try and just move off the group. Just avoid a bunch of damage on the group. Those small attacks there don't really matter aside from disrupting your rotation. Green circle, stand in it. It's a big pulsing attack, we want to stay down. Next one we go up. Break the bar. I think this one we want to go up. Yeah, it is. There we go. Next one we're going to want to stay down. Try and get them back up. Big break bar damage. This one we want to go up. So arrow goes up, we go up. Dodge some of those. Star 5 is so good. Oh, it is. It's one of the reasons I really love running just like sword, staff on Revenant, because yeah, you still have access to all the amazing CC you have on staff, which really helps carry break bars. There we go. And that's that Fractal CM done.
No warmth and have none to give. Empty you are.
And thank you, Jess. It's amazing dinner.
Poor, wretched thing.
Is there someone else there with you?
No.
And yeah, that fractal looks easy. The bad part is if you miss any one of those, you know, getting the circle to go up or stay out of the circle to stay down mechanics, you instantly die. So having some revive orbs is helpful. And if our first coffee of the day, nice. That's always a good feeling. Jump, jump, jump. I should have actually used my release potential there. This one feels like it's not even CM. It does feel a bit like that once you do CM regularly enough. It's amazing how easy the normal mode feels like when you just do CM all the time.
Attack my target.
Yeah, like what? Why am I targeted? What have I done? Yeah, I was going to give a question mark. I literally have no idea. Move out of that. We'll move out of that. No, we'll just burst that down. There we go. Little cheeky heal off. Stability that. Bounce. There we go. Let's pull them all back here. Or we just might not. Go. Oh, unfortunate level up. blood in the water is Dunskies. Dodge through. Dodge through. I'll just preemptively heal up through that.
I demand that you release me.
Health, vigor, recovery.
Let's go capture the middle one, why not? I should actually grab those blue orbs. Nope. Let's go and try and capture this. We're going to get hit by some of those orbs. Got to go recover. There we go. Lock.
Endurance drained. I feel strong. Faster.
Go grab that one. There we go. And we can have some more dinner. Where is it? Through that. Go, that one's done.
I demand that you release me.
If I ever had an Exploud, I think I did actually on a playthrough of Omega Ruby back in the day. Oscar, welcome in. Someone else wants to gear. 2, 3. Yep, screw it. We'll just go. Ouch. So I have to be a little bit careful with some of these animation locks.
chamber. All your fears,
Don't shoot that.
all your delirium. Fading me. Suffer and die in terror.
Nope, shouldn't have done that there. The movement burst with 140 pound, 100% accuracy. It's crazy. Oh, it is a solid move, especially if it does get like stab timing from that as well. This is just like really solid. There we go. Clean. And Pills, are you always playing on EU? No, on Wednesdays I usually swap over to NA. Most of my time I'm on EU though.
State the nature of your emergency.
This will be a good one. It's a very good one for power. Really bad ping though. We'll see if it stabilizes. If not, we'll just make do. Dodge through that.
The rage, it must be unleashed!
I can actually give stability here, so I should probably camp on this legend. No port. Ping there's a bit rough, dodge that. Got him.
Alert! Alert! Detection noted. Assistance requested. Assistance disengaging.
Very nice. Swap to Shiro. Playing the conduit, yes.
Engage. Engage.
Dodge that.
Task failed.
Nope, no luck. Try not to launch myself into this rock.
Your assistance. Detection noted. Retreat or be destroyed. Unit down. Repair requested. Task failed.
It's a little bit dicey here. Much better play than the Power Lack Renegade. Yeah, it is much smoother to play, much simpler as well. Energy management is much less of a pain.
You have to end now.
Oh. Hey, thank you, X-Raider, for the follow, mate. I really appreciate that. I've got no pain, no gain as well.
You'll always be suffering is forever.
And Axe, that's really kind of you to say. It's great to have you here. Full Berserkers? Yeah, we're rocking full Berserkers right now. You can min-max it a bit by throwing in some Dragon's Gear, but it's like an extra 0.2% more DPS. Plus then it means it's actually much more difficult to swap over to the quickness version of the build. And to have like correct gear. And also, this is mostly just like a simplified Renegade, I think, in the scheme of things. Engine management's much easier. So even on the regular DPS, but you actually have pretty good access to some boons like stability, so that's super nice. Chill that. There we go. A little bit longer than I expected on that one. Let's stop recording and we'll start again. We're a new player, level 56 Necro. Nice. First time seeing a max level Revenant. Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, Revenant has long been my favourite class in Guild Wars too. I'm loving Power Conduit right now. It's going to be our next build guide. Plan is after today's stream, I record the voiceover for that. Now taking quite a bit of time. So wait. Stability that. To the boss. Couldn't do that. Don't trust in the stability. Get stability that though. There's some builds that just aren't really viable anymore. Would say Power Lack Rent is one of those. Seems so crazy trying to target gear for fractals. I wouldn't say it's not viable anymore. I'd say it's definitely been power crept a bit, but I wouldn't say it's not viable. It still has like pretty decent burst damage, great amounts of CC, which is a really nice thing for it. It actually works quite well in fractals. And the good thing is with Power Quickness Conduit, you can just run the gear for that and it will translate well over to Power Lack Renegade. Because on Power Quickness Conduit, you need about 43% boon duration to really make it comfortable. Back to the boss, there we go. Stability that. Went to boss when that disappears. There we go. Get out of dodge. And who's going where? Oh, someone else got that. It's fine. Gonna swap over to staff. So once you've reached like, you know, level 56 or so like you have, it's not the worst idea making a bit of a beeline and using the level 80 boost at that point. Dodge that. Blink in. Blink. Stability. Oh good, I've still got stability, which means I can ignore that. I'm going to grab this one. Trick with this, if you're a melee player, just blink over here, wait for a moment, and dodge out. Blink to the boss now. Dodge out of that. Or in my case, almost get hit by it. Yeah, mounts offer so much quality of life. They really do. Mounts are insane quality of life. Do you have to be level 80 for Warclaw? I'm not sure, actually. I legit don't know. This might be an interesting one on this class. Are we all good?
I don't want to hurt you, but you need to leave.
1, 2, 3. Nope, they're all here. We just twiddling our thumbs? What are we doing?
I said leave! I warned you.
Okay, cool, we actually phased there. I love this fight. I don't want to do that. Are you running Diviners and the Wings set as part of the Snow Crow's Guide? I'm just running like a full set of Diviners trinkets. And this is an incredibly fun fight. I think it is actually my favourite fight in all of Guild Wars 2. Let's see if I can get someone else to move. Yep, you're gonna make way for me there. It's gonna break that bar. Take my damage for a bit, but it's fine. pass that to someone else. So I can take that now. Sitting on staff, so I can do a little bit of incidental healing as well. Oh no, don't want to do that. There we go. Got it. Good. It's good we actually had enough DPS to make that happen. Are they going to GG here?
You deserve this. No.
Are there any decent rewards to quick play raids other than Magnetite? Magnetite, Legendary Insights, and a bit of gold.
How can you live with yourself?
I think the gold is probably actually the most useful one.
You're weak. Why are you so useless? No one can count on you. You're worthless. He's better off without you. You're out of control. You were born flawed. All you do is hurt everyone.
We're not just dealing with dark magic. This is something much more sinister.
I love this part of the fight. It's my spot. The thing about this build is I can just like claim the center spot before anyone else does. This is Fractal, yes, this is a Fractal challenge mode, so a hard mode version of one of the Fractals. But this, yeah, this is my favorite fight in the entire game. It's incredibly fun. Oof. I might actually need to... This is one of the annoying things if you don't GG in the middle part here. Because then it means you don't have the instability, most likely. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, must learn not to stand exactly in the middle there, else you eat every attack. I greeted too much. There we go. Where's that one going? That one. I tried. As much CC as I could muster.
You deserve this.
There we go, we got it. Bit dicey, but we did it.
You heard me. Out!
That looks valuable.
I'm glad we could be here for her. Losing someone is hard enough without blaming yourself.
For watching this, you kind of miss fractals, burnt out doing them too often. That's totally fair. If you do them too often, it's very easy to burn out on them. That's why I tend to only do them occasionally. Insane value if you're up for doing them daily, though.
I need to go. Sorry.
Cool. I'll just chill out here and eat some of my dinner. Dang rabbit. I can stop recording now. There we go. The hard one was done. It's great, but it is, yeah, that is peak fractal design. The CM for that, oh, so good. To get out of combat. No out of combat for me.
Never mind. Keep progressing. We're getting closer to the local instability.
Why am I weapon swapping off cooldown again? Oh well. Yep, we're weapon swapping off cooldown. I must have bugged some of my inputs. We can fix that though just by unequipping staff. Oh, it's gonna cleanse the condies. Yeah.
All of us.
Bit of stability onto the group.
I have returned to find a new side.
Nice, there we go. Now into T4 is where we can make some real money.
It's easy when you know how.
It should mean the weekly is done as well, I think. Sparrow, happy Monday. How are you going? Great to see you. Hope you're having an excellent day. Oh, I have no underwater... For some reason, I'm weapon swapping off cooldown. Don't know why. That's alright, we'll just unequip weapons so we can't do it. It'll probably be fixed by me restarting my game. I'm glad you're going well. Yeah, I'm going very, very well as well. And Jess has made us a wonderful pork dumpling and vegetable salad. Yeah, sweet, let's go. Always. I was like, healer's trying to learn the skip. That's all good. Yeah, the book dumplings from Audi in particular are fantastic. Past target. I hate this mechanic.
Reinforcements requested.
I'm going to revive Ellen Keel. That's what I'll do that. skip that. There we go, we got it. Gonna nuke that one. There we go, cleanse that. Oh, there we go. There and there. Should have been a decent amount of spirit shards as well, these fractals. Right about now.
Council, time is most
Stun break, Condi cleanse. I love that with Hex Eater Vortex, you just have a 5 Condi cleanse button on a super short cooldown.
Let's see what this does. Stay out of trouble.
Swap to Shiro.
This is a sterile research environment. Leave at once. Very well, very well. Contaminants.
Just will do that. Where's it going? Come here. Just aggroed on someone else entirely. There we go.
You've won nothing! Tremble and cry as I unleash my greatest!
Never had too much treasure. That's
Have I
how it's
mentioned how
done.
much I hate those grubby little inquests?
It's good, making great progress. Got a bunch of fractal pages as well.
And apparently your inquest.
Don't let that throw you.
Interact. 10 more fractals after this one. Just this one. Did a bunch of the CMs and now we're doing the daily recommended ones. Or daily recommended, the daily T4s. Where are they going?
And stop them from bombarding the core with high magic particles. That'll buy you time to get the sample. And keep more of those researchers alive long enough to talk to them. You're just in time. Get as many of those people moving as you can.
The next lab I
He's gone.
no Silvari consultants.
Get a heal off there. Okay, so what are they doing now? Come on.
May come in handy.
You'll have to shut down more colliders before you can extract the core sample.
Experiment. Never mind that collider.
It's too late. You'll have to shut down more colliders.
I know that technician from my old crew.
Her name was Greaser. If only we could have gotten you in sooner.
Okay, let's see where they're going now. Need to relearn how to solo the heat room. Do it on Herald.
Look for safety shields. Even the inquest wouldn't conduct a repulsor experiment. That shield should have swapped the repulsor beam. Just make sure to let it cool between blasts. The cooling chamber is overheated, but a cooling rod will slow the reaction. Did you bring one?
Do I have a Herald? I don't think I... Well, I do have a Herald, but...
You may be experiencing some discomfort and a strange smell, but that's... You made it!
There we go.
So I can almost smell the boiling vomit and burning body fat from here.
Are they gonna interact with it?
I don't know what to say, but the energies in that facility are becoming something.
It's an anomaly, I
Can't explain. I don't know if that anomaly is intelligent, but it's definitely hostile. And the only way out is past.
139, cool. We're actually getting a good amount of shards now.
Have to get by that thing and fast. If it doesn't kill you, the radiation will.
there we go. All good. Sussed it. Let's go. And so, welcome in. Is Guild Wars 2 worth getting into in 2026? 100% I think it is. There's so much to love about Guild Wars 2. In fact, it doesn't have a sub fee. It's got an incredibly fun mount and combat system. It's a game that really respects your time as well. It doesn't have the insane vertical gear treadmill that you might find in other games. So you don't have to worry about your gear being power crept and constantly chasing your max gear. It's quite easy to actually reach max gear in Guild Wars 2, which means you're freed up to focus on whatever other goals you want. And especially if you played WoW in the top, I think Guild Wars 2 is actually a great palate cleanser game to play. Especially because, yeah, no sub fee, no vertical gear progression. It's very easy to reach max level. And max gear as well. So I think it could actually really scratch that itch for you. And I've actually made an entire video about why I play Guild Wars 2. And why I think everyone else should as well. Now let's go TY. There we go. Alright.
Buster.
Let's go process some of this loot now.
You can never have too much treasure.
Okay. Your benefit of Guild Wars 2 is that you don't have to commit to it. You can just download and try it. Yeah, you can try the core game as it was released in, what was it, 2012? For free as well, as like an extended trial for the game. Yeah, not too bad, actually pretty good. Salvage that. Actually, let's go CONS, process this gear in a bit more of an efficient manner.
Health, vigor, recovery.
You can never have too much treasure.
Let's go actually flooded ourselves with some more spirit shards now, which is great to see.
Focused. Concentration.
And yeah, the free-to-play trial of the game will give you an idea of whether or not it's something that you're really going to vibe with in the long term. And if you do enjoy it, just rest assured that as soon as you reach the expansions, things get way better as well. So if you like the core game, you will, by definition, enjoy the rest of the game. Okay, let's process some more of this loot, particularly these exotics. And very quick plays available core as well. That's a good point. So you can actually dive into endgame as well and get a bit of a taste for it. Did I buy one? I think I straight up did actually. Wanted to sell. Okay. Where are we at now? Let's go sell everything else here. Cool, we're approaching 900 gold, which is great to see. See how many rings we got. Actually made quite a killing on some rings. 6 rings, not bad. Okay, we've got to buy a salvage kit. I think a lot of Guild Wars 2 players don't realise how good we have in this game. I'd completely agree with that. Our game's also not pay to win in any capacity either. It's also got that going for it. Like, low-key, that's a huge benefit of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ping's getting a little bit spicy there. That's alright.
No refunds.
Just upgrading these rings so when we salvage them, they are worth more.
You can never have too much treasure.
Actually got quite a few ascended, not ascended, infused rings. Okay.
That looks valuable.
I'll need these for my next legendary as well, so I'll actually hold on to these.
This is the only
Gold
proper
fractal relic, that's cool. Okay. Astro, I would like more earnable mount skins in-game as well. I would really enjoy that. But yeah, especially if you're looking for a change of pace from WoW, I 100% think you should give Guild Wars 2 a shot. I think you're actually going to have an absolutely wonderful time with it.
What has become of the Empire in my absence? They say Kantha expelled all non-humans and closed its borders long ago.
And even though a lot of Guild Wars 2 cosmetics are on the gem store, it still has like an absolute plethora of skins to actually like farm up for yourself. Like, the vast majority of skins in this game are earnable in-game. Yeah, there is the Cryptus Sky Scale, that's another one. And yeah, there are skins as well from the Wizard's Vault that you can farm up as well. They're also quite nice. Sell off some of those. Is my character still weapon swapping off cooldown? Do I need to restart my game for that? Okay, it's not doing it now, which is good. Severance, there we go. Okay, let's go tidy up some of this. And so, no, I got to exchange these, which I can do over here. Not the Passions character. I'm glad you appreciate it. More fractal relics, that's good, because that's actually a source of spirit shards for me. And that's true, it's very much a case of knowing what to ignore. Actually, it is true that combat in Guild Wars 2 can look very chaotic. But eventually you do start to learn what you should ignore. And only focus on what you actually need to pay attention to. Right, so 2,600. That will get us a good chunk of the way there. Let's get up to welcoming, that's all good. I hope you're doing well. No need to apologise whatsoever. Let's go deposit some of this luck. I can refine that later. So we will need that for various things down the track. And I'll just sell these for the minuscule amount that they are worth. Yes, 8 copper. Love it. Okay, that's come together well. Okay, let's go get some other stuff we can do for the weekly. Outside Central Tyria, Arborstone. Thank you, Jess, for this amazing dinner. Absolutely fantastic.
This is a place of refuge.
I'm at your service.
Den of iniquity.
Okay.
I'm glad Fury isn't alive to see his niece.
Let's get that.
Good reputation straight through the guano.
I'm not going to consume my Magnetite. So Magnetite for me is actually worth quite a bit. And then the next thing we can do... Let's go outside Central Tyria. Well, after today I'll swap back to NA as well, so I won't worry too much about my ping for now. Faro, mate, thanks for the hydrate. Much appreciated. But yeah, so we've actually made a reasonable amount of spirit shards so far tonight. Up to 140 now, which is good. We're up from about 100 in that, so that is some very nice progress. And on top of that, that was also consuming a bunch of them for our weekly clovers. Okay, so here... Let's get a bunch of Eternal Ice. Oh no, we'll do Tyrian Defense Seals. Yes. Okay. We got this as well. Yeah, we'll get rid of them. We can actually turn this into a sizable amount of gold shortly. So let's do that. Okay. Where are the weekly sales? So for this we'll start consuming all of these supplies first. Then I can start consuming these. Cool. Very nice bunch of loot from that. A bunch of unusable things converted into something that's worth a lot more now. Oh, don't have that die. Nice. Okay, so that has now been... I think that's been converted. I don't think there's too much else. I can do essence exchanges. For that, I can start to just buy some of these. Cool, that just turns that into a currency I'll get a bit more value out of. Now for my next trick, let's go into Eye of the North. I think it's still script boxes that are peak value. And James, welcome in. Is there a guide on your channel anywhere about the best use for each currency, or at least the most common uses? It'll sort of be covered in my various sort of like gold farming guides. I've got a bunch of them on there, and I sort of mentioned various useful currencies tangentially as a part of that.
Duty calls. I have answered.
But you can check out the website Fast Farming as well, which is going to show you the best thing to do with every single currency. And yes, script supply boxes just load up.
Never have too much treasure.
And cool, that's a bunch of extra stuff for us. How much do these go for? Not much. But yeah, amongst that there's 43 elaborate totems. Actually, 10 gold, let alone like these are worth a bit, I'm pretty sure. So there's a bunch of stuff there that's worth some good stuff. We'll deposit all that. Airborne, welcome in. Great to see you. Yeah, damn, it's definitely struggling with ping tonight. I think there might be issues with the Australia connection to EU, which wouldn't surprise me given all the shocking weather going around. We'll have to like reset my router as well at some point. But yeah, I think let's head on out this evening. If you had to choose between Rodgort, Flameseeker, Prophecies, and Howler, which two would you choose? Ooh, I feel like Flameseeker and Howler, I think, are the two best ones, at least in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of Rodgort. I find it looks a little bit odd. But Howler, I love. Flameseeker Prophecies was actually going to be the very first legendary I ever made in Guild Wars 2, but then I got sidetracked and did things. And that's going back like 12 years or something like that. Zelik, welcome in. It's great to see you. Verdurak's any legendary Warhorn you need. Verdurak is also amazing. I do like Howler though, so yeah, for me it's quite easy. I'd go Flameseeker Prophecies and Howler. Let's go just fire a bunch of Eternal Ice here. If Flameseeker's also good, has some good lore behind it, yeah, and it's just an absolute banger of a shield skin. Yeah, you go full Gen 2 if it wasn't so expensive. The Gen 2 ones do look fantastic. Excellent. Let's go and tee up this raid now. So thank you all so much, everyone, for hanging out. It has been wonderful as per usual. A very, very productive evening this evening. Bunch of spirit shards farmed. Progress towards our next legendary is coming in hot. We'll have to see when we can actually craft it. I kind of feel like our legendary is probably about 2 weeks in the future based on how quickly we're farming spirit shards, but that's very exciting nonetheless. It means we can actually farm up more gold, which will speed up our next legendary, which is great. And Amori, love your Flameseeker. You never get to use anything you play. Oh, you've got to play more healers, then you'll play it all the time. And let's talk about legendary weapons. We were trying to do legendary armor. I'd recommend doing legendary armor before weapons if you want amazing quality of life. But yeah, looking forward to catching up with everyone on Wednesday. We are on NA that day, doing a bunch of raids there, which is going to be a good time. It's going to be a nice little Magnetite farm. We've got raid trainings there, so if you're on NA and keen to learn raids, come along for that. Looking forward to catching everyone. We're going to go... We'll get ready for bed soon, but now we're actually going to go record the voiceover for our Power Conduit build guides. Finding time for that. I got around to finishing that today, so keep an eye out for that coming soon. But yeah, we're going to go continue on with the evening, and we're going to catch you all on Wednesday. Cheers! When Chronomancer first launched with Heart of Thorns 8 years ago, it was the best and only quickness and alacrity provider in the game. And today, we're taking a trip back to a simpler time.
You've got to come back with me!
After 8 years of balance patches, expansions, pandemics, and economic collapse, ArenaNet has gifted us something special. So today, we're covering what is unquestionably the most flexible build in Guild Wars 2, the Boon Sharing Chronomancer. Welcome back, everyone. Over the past few months, Chronomancer has been my go-to support class whenever I jump into endgame PvE. No matter which raid I do or which strike I'm commanding, I can change up my build to cover whatever the group needs. With a single trait change, we can go from providing quickness to covering alacrity to even pumping on an exceptional DPS build. No need whatsoever to change your gear. Not only that, you basically have complete freedom to bring whatever utility skills you need to hard carry your team to victory. Mesmer in general is known for having access to some of the best utility skills in the game, with Portal for team-wide mobility, Feedback for outstanding reflex, and mass invisibility for squad-wide stealth. Plus, with Chronomancer's access to Continuum Split,